guys remember no?
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, my people. As you come in, please share the live. Please share the live. Share the live as you come in. Share the live. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to you all. Now, let me put this up on the screen so you'll be able to see it. Hold on for me, please. No. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay. Oh no, wrong thing. Wrong thing. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Grand Rising. Grand Rising. Grand Rising. Grand Rising. To you, Islam. To you, my Moors. Islam to you, my Moors. Islam, Islam, Islam. Grand Rising to you. Grand Rising to you. Okay, good. I'm going to put this up on the screen so you can see it to those who are looking. All right, good. Now, if you're looking, to those who are now joining in, share the live, share the live, share the live. Okay, if you check on the screen, you'll realize that it's a different phase to those who are on the Gavin Matthews show and to those who are on the Dr. Matthews-Bey show. It's the same show, but here what's the thing. Because of how the administration is taking charge of most of my platform, the Gavin Matthews Show would be no longer on Facebook. I got 4 more days, right? I have 4 more days left. So I got today, tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. After that, it will be no longer on Facebook. You'll have the Dr. Matthews-Bey Show. All right? If you're looking, presently you realize that the information is up on the screen. You'll realize that there's already a Facebook page that is called Dr. Matthews-Bey Show. Follow the information just as you see it here on your screen, Dr. Matthews/Bey Show. And follow it. Tag and follow. Tap into it when you finish writing it out on Facebook. Go into the search column. Even if you want to do it now, it's the best way, because even if you do it now, you'll realize that you're onto the same show because I'm talking on both platforms right now. Right now, I'm using both platforms. So I'm utilizing the platform because I want to make sure that I get all of my people, every one of you who normally would, tune in to the Dr. Matthews-Bey Show. Okay? And the reason for this is that it helps me to take control of the page, and it's been done through a different process. Now, that process is for my security reasons. Okay? So to those who are now tuning in, Grand Rising to you. Grand Rising to you. Islam to you, my Moors. Islam to you. And to those Moors who normally looks at the page, just type in Dr. Matthews-Bey Show and follow. I will get the same kind of results. Now, I come on this morning to talk about 3 things. I just talked about 1. I have 2 more things to talk about. So I said, let me get most of you who are home now on the holiday, especially in the US, because I think Monday is a holiday in the US. So there's a whole long holiday week. Now, let me be straight with you this morning. When I first started the Gavin Matthews Show, and I'm now with the Dr. Matthews-Bey Show, I depended on one particular source, which was the Guyana Press. Most of you would have known that. So I'm no longer with them. Some persons are still being contacted, or some person still contacts the Guyana Press for me. It is not so. I do not deal with them. I have dealt with them maybe for the past year and a half, nearly 2 years. So as a matter of fact, I don't do no contact with them at all. So please don't contact them for me. Please, I'm asking you. The reason why I'm asking you this is because some people say that they contact them. Hold on. Some people say that they still contact them and some information is given. I don't know what information is that. So I'm asking you people, please. Dr. Matthews-Bey Show is by itself. Okay? So don't contact any person for me. As a matter of fact, I worked alone. If you want to contact me, you contact me. there is a number on the screen at the bottom that you will see. That number is 592-611-6575. It's also a WhatsApp number. It's also, you can text me at that number. Right? So please do not contact anyone for me. I'm the only person. I have no one that answers my phone or answers my email for me. I do everything by myself. Someone wakes up tomorrow and say, well, they're working on behalf of Mr. Matthews-Bey. That's not it. That's a total lie. So please don't contact anyone for me. To those who are now joining, to those who are now coming in via way of being prompted by their Facebook, the new show information is on the screen. Okay, even if you do it right now, you'll realize that you can get in quickly. Just type in the information that you see at the bottom of your screen, Dr. Matthews-Bey Show, and you will get straight on to me. All right? It's not hard because I know on Monday when I start my show, as a matter of fact, Tuesday would be my last day for the Gavin Matthews page show, the Gavin Matthews Show page on Facebook. Tuesday will be that last day. So please, when you're joining in, just remember to type in Dr. Matthews-Bey. Yes, grand rising to you. To those who are now joining, grand rising to you. You are on only one. Oh my gosh. The third thing I want to talk about this morning is that last night I had a conversation. I had to be somewhere last night. That's why the show lasted for 30 minutes. And for those who think they didn't get to see me, it is because I wasn't on this page that most of you are accustomed to. So please do me the honors and the favor. As you hear now, you can exit the Gavin Matthews page show and go to the search column and type in Dr. Matthews/Bey, not B-A-Y, B-E-Y show, please. And just start following me and you'll get on to me. Right? Yes. So, Rodolphe, I think it's best you do the same thing too. Do the same thing and others will get on to me. But by the way, though, I had a conversation I had to go meet with some persons last night. And these persons I had to meet with wanting to know their proclamation and how do they go about proclaiming their indigenous rights and giving up their Guyanese citizenship. Some persons, there's a lot of persons, as a matter of fact, last night it was about 20 to 25 persons who wanted to recognize themselves as Aboriginal indigenous persons to the Moorish Amexium community. If persons are interested, I'm saying to you now is the best time to do the research. Doing the research will be better. Doing the research before you come to me would be a very much great help for me. Go on your Facebook page, type in the word Moors, Moors, and it will give you most of the information that you need. And if it's best for you to type in that word, read up on it before you come to me. Because here why. It is to help you to comprehend that it is all about comprehension. You got to read. It can't be explained to you in such a manner. You got to. I know what I'm saying. I can do all that I can in explaining. Dr. Matthews, I am not getting to follow your new page. If you type in the information that you see that is on the beneath me here, the direct information, Dr. Matthews/Bey show. That's what you need to type in. Check back to the person who's talking right now, Miss Abiola. Check back, and then you'll get to see exactly. Maybe you miss out something. Maybe it's the slash that you miss out. Right? There's a dash between Matthews and Bey. Maybe you missed that one out. Check back. Right? Check it back and right. And that's the reason why I come on this morning, because I know most of you would be home today on Saturdays. Right? So check back. I think I'm getting some. Yes. My information is lighting up. Right. Some people are now following. They're getting to follow the page. Right. I'm getting the information is coming in. But to most of you who are not getting to follow the page, check back what you're typing. You got to type in the direct information that you're seeing at the bottom of your screen there. Dr. Matthews/Bey show. Now, I want to come to you with the most important point. One question was asked last night in the meeting. It was a kind of a town hall style meeting I went to last night. That's why I had to cut short the show last night on the Dr. Matthews page, Bey show page. I only had a half an hour because I had to meet a place for at least 20 past 8. The reason why I have renounced my citizenship as a Guyanese and to accept myself as an Aboriginal indigenous person, especially a Moor, it's not only because I wanted to be out of the system. It is because the system is not designed for us. Hold on. There might be a space between Doctor and Gavin. No, you're typing the wrong thing. You don't have to type in Gavin Matthews. It is Dr. Matthews, Randy. It is Dr. Matthews/Bey show. If you realize there's no Gavin there, right? Good. It is not only because I wanted to give up what I have, because it's taking me back to the slave system. Excuse me. It is because of the support. Let me be frank with all of you. That person that talked to me last night, I know they're watching me again, and I said this to them, but maybe they didn't comprehend. It is because of the support. To all of you are looking, let me be straight and frank with you. One of the worst things people like me, revolutionists, civil rights activists in general, one of the worst things we go through is the support from our people. That's one of the worst things we face, especially me. It is the support from our people. Let me be frank. I cannot be frank more than this. And this is truthful. It is the support from our people. Physical and financial support is not there. Can you remember when I used to go protest by myself? I used to call people out. I used to find myself being protesting. And I don't get support. And when I go to the court for my hearing, there's no one there but myself. Financially, there's no support at all. Sometimes, but I don't complain. The thing is that we need to support people who are fighting for the rights of you. We definitely do, physically and financially. Because this is a job by itself. I don't do nothing else but this. I mean, they were shocked last night that I said that to them. The guy thought I got real financial support from the diaspora or from people in Guyana, and I said no to him. So he thinks that I'm lying. So I said to him, well, look, this morning I'll be on the program and I will say to you what I'm saying to you now. I'll say on the program. So I don't want you to think, and I'm saying it openly. So those who know me personally would get to comprehend what I'm saying. My life's worth is what I'm doing now. I told him that. Sometimes I used to ask people for donation. I find it being a hard thing for some people to do. Then I created the brand Black Love. And I just run into a brick wall with it. But I don't come on and complain constantly because it just keeps me back. But be honest with you, I need both support. And that's what makes a civil rights activist or an activist successful. Why do you think they killed Martin Luther King? Because he was supported physically and financially by his community. He was supported physically. Malcolm X was the same thing. He was supported physically and financially. How you think, what's his name? Trying to remember his name. Louis Farrakhan is the way he is right now. He's been supported physically and financially by the community of the Nation of Islam. So his life becomes that of a leader to lead the people. When I went into the meeting last night, that's one of the issues that we come because everybody's looking to say, Well, good. Since Dr. Matthews-Bey, since you are one of the first Moors in Guyana, well, then you got to be one of our leaders. So I had to explain to him, being a leader is a 24-hour job. It's not something that you can just adapt because I don't have the resources to do it. And these people just could not believe. Definitely, up to now, this morning before I come on the show, before I'm talking to you, one of them he called me, said, "Are you serious? You're not being financially supported?" And I said, "No. Physically and financially." That's the reason why I created the Black Love brand. It is to sell the brand so I can finance the movement of the Dr. Matthews-Bey show. I can finance that civil movement, that strength to gain power, to release thy people, to lead, to stand tall, to be a representation of the people. That is why I create the brand. So when I sell it, I can get the money to do that. That in itself, it's a hard thing because to get people to buy it, it's a hard thing. So I said to them, because one of them begged me last night, he said, "Look, oh, brother. Okay, I'm going to do exactly as he says." He said to me, "Do this," and I'm going to do it now. He said that, "Well, look, why don't we organize? Because it's a good idea." So he said, since you have 14,000 strong membership as people who follow the Gavin Matthews show, those are followers, people who are permanent followers. Bring them over to the Dr. Matthews-Bey show because it's the same show, right? Be straightforward. And I'm being straightforward to you now. To the people who are looking, I need two support from you. I need your physical support and your financial support. Where the financial support is, if every one of you, because at the end of the day, at the end of the show, sometimes I have 20,000, 30,000, 150,000. The least I've had was, for the past 2 months, I've had roughly 265,000. In 28 days, sometimes I gather 200,000 people every 28 days. So I'm saying to you now, I need two types of support from you in order to keep on this. And I'm saying it because I was prompted to say it. I didn't really want to say it because that's not, I was trying my best to find other ways in getting it done. Because my life is fighting for the cause. That's my life. But yes, I'm not perfect. I do need that support. So the physical support is the research basis. Because sometimes I try doing research by myself, and believe you me, it's a rocky road. The research basis, the preparation of documentation basis, there are those that there are types that I want to do pertaining to a journal. I need to do a documentary, and I need that advice. I'm not perfect. This man that you see here ain't perfect. I'm just a leader. I just wake up one morning and say, look, I'm tired of this enslavement nonsense and fight for the rights of my people because we are being oppressed for far too long as a people. That's why I'm doing this. I include myself because I tell myself if nobody's going to do it, I am going to do it. And I definitely do need your financial support. So I'm saying to all of you, each one of you, pledge $5 towards the cause. $5. $5 is 1,000 Guyana dollars towards the cause. Because I'm going to tell you this now. The people who are lining up to comprehend what is it to surrender your citizenship in order to become an Aboriginal, an indigenous person, in order to attain your rights to the land of Amexium, which is South America. Remember, Guyana is a corporation. Guyana is just a corporate entity. Although you say it's a country, but it's a corporate entity on a land. The entity belongs to England. If you tell yourself that, well, look, I don't want to be a part of this system anymore, because whether it's been the opposition or whether it's been the present government, it's the same thing. You're bound to a corporation that oppresses you, that belongs to England, and you want to come out from it. There is benefits to it. But the benefits doesn't come by itself. It comes by a community of people. Like those Moors in Barbados, who've not only gotten land, but gotten royalty. And they're surviving by a community by themselves. They have their own system, their own schools. They employ their own selves. They have their own township. There are some Moors in Trinidad who has benefited in the same way. There are Moors in the US that benefits in the same way. Guyana, we got land space. We got everything we are entitled to, because the Treaty of Peace and Friendship that was entered into needs to be respected. In that way, now I'm teaching you, because this is the only solution for an Aboriginal people. In other words, this is the only solution for you who call yourself Black people. Because at the end of the day, whether you twist it or turn it, if the APNU AFC gets into power, it is the same system that governs them. It is the same system. And in order to free yourself from the system, you cannot free yourself within the system. There's no freedom, because the system already owns you. The only way you can free yourself from the system is do like what I do. Some people are very much amazed to see that I have got thus far, and there's plenty more benefits and information that there is. There is. There's a lot of benefits, but I cannot do this without your support. Believe you me, the people who are supporting me right now are not Guyanese. They are Americans. They are Moorish Americans that are living on the North American continent in the corporation of the US. Imagine, they are the ones, and they ain't even born here. They just support me because of one particular reason. Because I'm a Moor, I've surrendered my citizenship, I'm no longer Guyanese. I'm an American state citizen on the South American continent. And when I say America, people think about US. No, it's not US. It's the South American continent. All of this is part of America. America is one big place. North, Central, and South America is America. So I want you to comprehend what I'm saying. to those who are looking. North, Central, and South America is America, according to the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. It's the entire place. So when I say I'm an American state citizen, yes, I am on the Southwest Amexium, which I'm situated. So I want you to comprehend what I'm saying, right? Greetings to my mother. I see that she's now tapping in. You know, I have a mother that I normally pay gratitude to. So I must say to all females who are here, I pay gratitude and respect and give you all the praises that you need, because you are the mother of all creation, ladies. Whether you're not a mother or not, you are. So there's much gratitude and respect that I give to you, and I will always keep on giving to you. Okay? So, yes, I cannot do this without you. So let me be straight with you. Because the meeting last night was based upon this. I went for one thing and they recognized the other thing. Because the guy was telling me, he said, I can't imagine you operating by yourself. And I said, well, yeah, I've been doing it. So he said, well, how do you survive? I told him, well, you see, the thing is that when you give to the universe gives back to you. That's how I survive. I don't know how it has been done, but the universe realized that I'm doing it in truth and with the grace, and I try my best. I'm not perfect. I try my best. And you can tell that when you speak the truth, people tends to get the vibration. So he made sure that he called me this morning. He said, look, go on the program this morning. Talk to the people. The people are not beasts. I said, well, I've been doing this for the past 2+ years. I started this show on the 25th of March, 2020, just after the election. On the 25th of March this year, 2 years have completed plus. And he just could not believe. So I'm here telling you the truth now this morning. I mean, it doesn't matter how big and bold. I'm big and bold. I got a huge heart. I can take the weight and the pressure. But the people realized last night that I was acting on my own. And he indicated to me that I must do this morning. So I'm here doing it. I need both support, physical support, financial support. To those who want to pledge the $5 financially, you can send me a message via the WhatsApp and I'll give you a number that you can call. I think there's a Cash App available to that number. But you can call, it's an overseas number, and then you can pledge the $5 there. They will receive it and I'll get it to those who are looking. Right? It will go a long way, believe you me, but it's a start, because now I have people to attend to. I have people that I now have to go to, because it's all 25 persons. All 25 persons pledge the proclamation to become Moors. All 25. I don't know how they met. Apparently, they called each other because they came from different villages. 10 came from the East Coast. Some come from the East Bank. Some come from over the river. And believe you me, don't get tired up. surprisingly, they had two of them in the crowd that were East Indians. And they don't want, as a matter of fact, they told me, they said, they don't call me no Kuliman, as a black man. I was so much amazed. I was so much amazed. But this movement is beginning to grow. This movement is beginning to grow, people. I never expected it. When I was vigilant to protest, I didn't really have the movement. But now I'm in a different sphere. And now I'm having people to come to this movement, to want to proclaim their nationality as an indigenous and aboriginal person. You know, and to those who are looking, I just cannot. I'm trying. I'm not saying that I cannot. I'm trying my best. I believe that the wealth is not what a man builds, gains, or buy, and that is a theory that I hold. It's a motto that I hold to my life. The wealth is not what I build, gains, or buy, but my wealth is the ability to change lives. That is my motto. That is what I stand upon. It's not a promise. It is my word. To those who know me knows that I don't promise. To those who know me knows that I don't promise. I stand to my word. I stand to my word. To those who know me knows very well I don't promise. Right? So I am going to those who want to contact me for that support, I'm not saying that I don't need it. Yes, I do. But I'm asking you, if you're going to give that support, give it from your heart. If you have doubts, I comprehend that, and you shouldn't give it in doubts. I'm saying this to you because I don't want anybody to say things differently. Particularly with our people. We got problems with dollars. Very, very deep problems. So if you know that you got some problems, you got some doubts, hey, don't do that. If you want to do it wholeheartedly. The support is needed, and I need both of them, physical and financial. The physical support, it is to support the movement. You must see it from a holistic point of view. Believe you me, how I got my proclamation was by the Moors that living in the US, the corporation of the US, on the continent of Northwest Mexico. By those Moors, not by Guyanese, by those Moors. I got my proclamation, I got my nationality, I got everything from them presently. It's just like the few people who supported me before. And as a matter of fact, they still do. I got like, out of the 200 and something thousand people that I know that is normally be in contact with the Gavin Matthews show, now the Dr. Matthews-Bey show, I got 5 persons out of those persons that normally supports me. 5 of them. And they don't support me pertaining to the show. They support me personally. And it's not every day, it's Christmas for them. but I accept what they do. But basically, it's just like by myself. Because if I don't seek to get something otherwise to do, then I can't support myself. But I find it strenuous because here why? To find an avenue to do what I do to support myself and the show and what I do, it's hard because I gotta go do that during the day, then do all the research to come on the show in the evening. That's why some nights you can't find me on the show because I'm so tired that I cannot afford to come and do this, what I do. Because this is a lifelong duty. I can't stop it. I've already in it. The person even asked me, said, man, but how Sharon all them just got the show and I said, because you see the difference. I said, do you see the difference? From since you know me, you realize it's not me alone. You look at the other commentators, they got support. And I show him a simple example. I said, out of everybody that has a social media platform, everybody that has a social media platform, who the government seeks, this de facto regime seeks to stop? Me. They crashed the show. They hacked my system. At one time, I went through an electric magnetic pulse, nearly shut down everything in the studio. Nearly shut everything down in the studio. It's docketing everything was running on a battery system at that time. And it becomes, hold on. Okay, I think I got somebody here. I like to stop, block, and delete. Good. Don't worry, I got rid of Ryan. Y'all don't worry, I just block and delete Ryan. Y'all ain't got sweat. Yes. So, yes, I just blocked him. So what is happening now? I'm being straight with you. I will continue to teach the truth. I will continue to show what the truth is and the evidence of the truth. I will continue to be straight. I can't bend it or twist it. I'm not a politician. I'm not subjected to any party. I've said to a lot of people when I was in the Corporation of Guyana, as a Guyanese, I voted for both parties. When I was much younger as a presidential guard, and Jagdeo first came, I told people, I said, yes, he was a different person when he came first. So when I had the time to vote, I voted because I was closer to him. I was one of his bodyguards. A lot of people don't know that. I served the Guyana Police Force for 15 years. And all that years I spent, most of it, I spent in the Presidential Guard. That is why I know all these things that I talk about. Because I had first-hand experience. My brain is like a refrigerator. It refrigerates things that are very important to me. That is why I am what I am now. And I know most of the things that I talk about because I've seen it. I can tell the individuals who perpetrated the actions. That's why I say to some, I said to one of the guys last night, I said, that's why I know Irfan Ali. I told them that. I said, that's why I know Irfan Ali. And I said, once a criminal, always a criminal. Once a thief, always a thief. There's nothing to change that. I said he knew what Jack Dio was doing because he was part of his government. Why I think Jack Dio chose him to become president? And Jack Dio is now running the Corporation of Guyana as vice president because he's running it. Irfan ain't got nothing. He's the man's running it. What Irfan is doing, he's been an enabler. He set up the system to enable Jack Dio, the criminal, the murderer, Jack Dio. So, my duty is to tell the truth. My duty is to tell the truth at all times. At one time, I didn't care what it matters. I didn't care if I died, and I still feel the same way. I know I'm dying for a cause. It's not no bluff game. I know that I'm dying for a cause. That's basically it. And I'm not pretending. Well, a lot of people know that I'm not pretending because I don't care. But I said to myself, in order to free my people, in order to liberate them, I got to do something better. And oops, up comes the Moors. Indeed, it says, when you give to the universe freely, I have given my life and I will give it over and over again. When you give to the universe gives back to you. That is the truth. I'm a living example. I can tell you that. I've been kidnapped 3 times. Well, when the police arrest you, it's kidnapping. And so once you're Moors understand that. So let us say I was being arrested and I was being kidnapped and I was being arrested again. Imagine that. So they come in Sabab in 2020, Gavin Matthews got arrested in September. A matter of fact, they came not in September, they came to power in August, the 2nd of August. By the time August month 10, I was arrested. Y'all can remember that time? I was arrested by August month 10. Up to now, they know what was the crime. They haven't charged me up to now. They pays me on $50,000 bail. Then after that, I was kidnapped. I'm on the Linden Suicide Highway. The hurtful thing of that experience is not that I didn't die. A lot of people don't know the pains. And I still suffer from them. Yes. The hurtful thing is that I had to debrief myself, because you imagine you get kidnapped, your body and your mind prepares for death. So you accept it. At that time, it's like you're already dead. Although you're breathing, you have already started seeing the light. You've already started feeling the coldness of death. And to know that you had to re-verbalize yourself because you haven't gotten through the experience, they released you. So now that you got to debrief yourself all over again to get back into the life because you didn't die. That's the most horrible experience. And sometimes, yes, it still happens to me. I figure out that's why I'm so vocal. Then I was kidnapped, then I was arrested again for causing emotional distress. Causing emotional distress to the little boy. And if you all check up the etymology of emotional distress, believe you me, he got a good thing coming too. So I can safely say that I'm walking the walk and I'm talking the talk. Without no fear. That is what it has put me, and I like it to be fearless than fearful. It makes me who I am, strong. But I can't do all this by myself, brothers and sisters. I need your support. I definitely do. I haven't said this in a long while. Believe me, if you realize I haven't asked for anything in a long while. It's about a year now that I haven't come on a live program and said anything. But believe you me, I need that support. Don't let nobody fool you. A man asked me, so everybody's on the social media and this and that is being supported. I said, yes. I said, you check it, everybody. He even mentioned, what this guy name? This guy that's beneath me. Oh, brother, I'm trying to remember. The fuzzy, crazy hair guy. That Jack Dio got to interview him sometimes. Or most of the times. He now gets support. How do you think he can be where he is? Because he's being physically and financially supported. That's why he can talk and say what he say, because he has the backings. But I don't. I don't. I don't. I don't have the kind of backings that they do. But I back myself up. And most of the times that I've been arrested, somehow or the other, someone comes to my rescue. Or the universe sends someone to rescue me. But it's prompting me to tell you this. For me to continue doing this, I definitely need that support. I will do what I do as much as I can do, but I need the support. I need the physical and financial support. So as I'm saying, I would appreciate those who will call to assist me in the physical support. Physical support means in the research and the information, because it is tedious. It is. I need that backing. I need that support, and I need the financial support also too. So I'm saying to you, to all of you who look at the show, $5. Pledge $5. Just $5. 1,000 Guyana dollars. $5 US, 1,000 Guyana dollars. To financially support this cause, because now we got people who's coming on board, want to be liberated. $5 a month. If you can do it per week, no problem. But $5 at the end of every month. It would be greatly appreciated. So those who would want to get the information where to pledge that $5 to, call the number. The number is 592-611-6575. And I'll give you the information. Okay? So I want to thank all those who've had the opportunity to tune in this morning. It's already been an hour. And I want to say to you to stay safe, be careful, sanitize yourself, and wear a mask. Don't forget the little ones you take into public places. This is Dr. Matthews saying Black love and Cheerios for now.